8-lap outing for these New Star Junior Sedans. And I'll give you the starters. This one brought to us by Ian Gumpy and Coast Match Repairs. Also, Collie Machine Shop, Thompson Auto Parts and Spry's Butchers, along with the Collie Ridge Resort. And the Down Under graphics, number 5 from pole, Ivy Beersby. He's come a long way in 12 months as young Ivy out of Margaret River. Cooper Sayer, cut number 95, son of two-time national current state champion in production sedans in Kyle. The Edge Fiberglass number 95. 16 is Bella Crow, who was in action last Saturday at Ellenbrook, along with Olivia Higgs in the 84, who's also in action last weekend at the season-ending race meeting for 2025 at Ellenbrook. 65 is Kiara Fitzgerald. Madison Ambrose in the 103. 34 is Riker Coyle. And the little charade, Aubrey McLeod in the 11. And Benjamin Opert. And the Datsun Coupe, you do not see too many of those on Speedway tracks. In fact, I'm going to hazard a guess and say that might even be the only Datsun Coupe Junior Sedan we have registered in WA. We're green, 8 laps ahead of our KJB New Star Junior Sedans. And Ivy Beersby, 12 months ago, just making her first steps in the sport. Done a lot of racing in that time around the southwest. The Talkware Australia number 5 heads down the back straight in pursuit of Madison Ambrose and Cooper Sayer, have made a great start. Cooper Sayer, 3 weekends in a row he's been racing. 2 weekends ago he's in Newman. Last weekend at Ellenbrook, and then tonight here in Collie as the Southwest season bursts into life. Management up next Saturday night for a number of these guys as well. But it's Sayer leads the way. Madison Ambrose made a great start. A quick lap in a second in the 103, working to the outside of the Edge Fiberglass number 95 of young Cooper Sayer. Ivy Beersby quickly into third in the Talkware Australia number 5 as they're nearly 3 wide coming into the front straight. Bella Crow, one of the locally based competitors, back there in fourth for Spry's Meat Market. Trenny's Injector Cleaning here in Collie. Aubrey McLeod in the 11, further back to Riker Coyle to the outside of the 84 of Olivia Higgs. 65 Kiara Fitzgerald and Benjamin Opert rounds them out. New Star Junior Sedans, this is heat number 1 for these guys for this evening. Of course, 3 rounds of heat racing for all of our classes before their all-important finals. It really is a race between the 3 of them up front. 2 Hyundai Excels of Ivy Beersby and Madison Ambrose trying to find a way past Cooper Sayer, the young man who hails out of Bustleton. Nearly 3 wide as they head past the Collie Machine Shop sign into turn number 3. Beersby fighting back on Ambrose and has a big lunge to the inside on the 95 of Cooper Sayer down there in Palmer's corner. It's a great battle up front. New Star Junior Sedans, these guys and girls have been racing for a little over 12 months as Beersby just has a moment in Cardinal's corner. This might allow the opportunity for Cooper Sayer, Madison Ambrose and also Bella Crow to work their way into the top 3. That's the KJB sign into turn number 3. The concluding stages of heat number 1 of the night for our KJB Junior Sedans Collie Championship. This is New Stars heat number 1. As they work past the start-finish line to our 4 leaders, further back to Aubrey McLeod in the 11, Riker Coyle in 34 further back as we got one around down there in turn number 4. In fact, he's climbed up on the windrow of the pole line in turn number 4. That's Benjamin Opert in the Datsun Coupe, car number 69. So we'll pick him up with a restart. We'll check from our wonderful lap scoring team headed by Tracy Avens. How many laps we do have remaining. Unfortunately, no electronic timing tonight, but I'm sure Scott Beattie will be here at different points over the course of the season. 9 cars remain. We'll get a start next time around. In fact, we're going green. Very slow rolling start, but we're back underway. And Benjamin Opert overlapping at the cone. Overtook a couple at the start-finish line prior to getting underway, but back up front, Madison Ambrose challenging Cooper Sayer for the race lead as they enter turn number 3. 103 three-quarter track high, working to the outside of Sayer and Beersby as they hustle into the front straight. Ambrose on the outside of Sayer. They work through Cardinal's corner. There'll be 1.5 laps remaining as they enter the back straight. And Ivy Beersby, fantastic move, splits the middle on Ambrose and Sayer. Bella Crow trying to follow her through the middle, but Ivy Beersby has hit the loud pedal and hit the race lead. Greets the white flag from Ian Crow, 1 to run, and the 5 car is gone. Well on her way to maximum points to start this Collie Championship for 2025-2026 as the Ivex Industries Number 5 exits turn number 2 and heads down the back straight for the final time. An outstanding performance to start the new season in the Southwest for Ivy Beersby in car number 5. Will take the win. Cooper Sayer, nice job in the Mirage to be the runner-up from Bella Crow in 16. Madison Ambrose slipped back to 4th. The concluding stages of that one in the 103. Further back to the 11. First of the charades was Aubrey McLeod. 34, Riker Cole. I think Benjamin Opert's going to be put to the back of the bus at the end of this one for overlapping at the cone. So the next time will be 65, Kiara Fitzgerald, and the 84 of Olivia Higgs. Very famous surname. It's the Higgs surname in West Australian Speedway. The All Talk Engineering number 84, just coming home. But put your hands together for Ivy Beersby. That was a great job. If you're out there, let our New Star Junior Sedans, they're only aged between 10 and 17, doing a great job. Aubrey McLeod in the 11 on the charade. We'll start from pole. Benjamin Opert from the outside of the front row. We got Bella Crow in 16, Olivia Higgs in 84, Riker Coyle in 34. Ivy Beersby did a great job in that opening heat for these guys to take the win. We'll start from the outside of the third row. Madison Ambrose in the 103, 95 is Cooper Sayer for Edge Fiberglass down there in Bustleton, and Kiara Fitzgerald in 65. Another well-known surname at this venue. Will start from P number 9. This is heat number 2 of the KJB New Star Junior Sedans Collie Championship. Set for a dispatch off turn number 4. 8 laps ahead of him. And we're green. Bella Crow straight away to the inside. In car number 16 will take the lead out of turn number 2. And down the back straight for the first time. Our opening heat winner, Ivy Beersby. 3/4 track high around the outside of Bella Crow. Moves into the race lead in the Talkware Australia. Number 5. Part of a 2-car team now with Mannix Wells. As the Ovex Industries number 5 nearly found the concrete wall but gathers it up. Bella Crow fighting back on the low line. The local Collie driver for Spry's Meat Supply. And around goes the 16 in turn number 2. And we've got caution on the Speedway early on here in heat number 2 of the KJB New Star Junior Sedans. 6 laps remain here in heat number 2 of the New Star Junior Sedans. So Ivy Beersby brings us to the green flag, gets us back underway. So they sail off into Cardinals Corner, out of turn number 2 and down the back straight. Aubrey McLeod quickly up in a second in the charade as Madison Ambrose 3/4 track high. The 103 trying to work her way forward, trying to find a way past the 69 of Benjamin Opert in that older model, Datsun. So they head in the front straight. Riker Coyle back in 5th from Cooper Sayer, Kiara Fitzgerald, Bella Crow on the comeback trail. And Olivia Higgs rounding them out. Great gaggle for the miners on screen at the moment for the people watching on Real Speedway Television. Madison Ambrose sails around the outside. Up into 3rd place in car number 103. Riker Coyle also out about 3/4 track high through Palmer's. Moves up into 4th place. Benjamin Opert trying to go with them as well in the carburetted car. The only one out there this evening in the Junior Sedans. As Aubrey McLeod runs wide in the charade. And car number 11 nearly opened the door for the 103 of Madison Ambrose to find a way past. As our New Stars race their way into the front straight. And Ivy Beersby looking towards another win. In car number 5, looking towards a front row start for the all-important final for the Collie Junior Sedan Championship. This is the New Star side of things. Madison Ambrose now clearly in second as Riker Coyle will work his way into 3rd place in 34. Finds a way past the 11 of Aubrey McLeod, who now sits back in 4th from Cooper Sayer. Kiara Fitzgerald 3/4 track high in the 65. Trying to work her way forward in the Hyundai Excel. Bella Crow trying to split the middle in car 16. So hustle past the start-finish line into turn number 1. Hotly contested. Track conditions absolutely perfect at the moment for Junior Sedan racing. Hardly a breath of wind out there, but it's a very chilly night. As Beersby with 2 to run leads the way as we've got 1 stationary inside the pole line down there in turn number 3. It's the 65 of Kiara Fitzgerald in 65. Green flag comes down from Ian Crow. Back underway for this New Star heat race. Madison Ambrose, is this the opportunity that she requires? And I think Aubrey McLeod might have overlapped the witches had as we got that one back underway in the 11 as smoke pouring from the 34 of Rocker Coil. He's falling back through the field. Cooper Sayer and Bella Crow go either side of the stricken 34 on the back straight. Thought we were going to a green-white checker. In fact, it was a 3-lap restart for our New Stars as Bella Crow now works the third place to the inside on the 11 of Aubrey McLeod. Out of turn 2 and down the back straight for the second last occasion. I went a lap early. It was a 3-lap restart. No electronic timing tonight, unfortunately, to make my job a little bit harder than I've been accustomed to in recent times. But I'll be busy with 1 lap to contend with. The side door panel just coming a little bit adrift of the number 5 Hyundai Excel, which exits turn number 2 and sails off past the KJB sign into turn number 3 for the final time. Madison Ambrose in hot pursuit. And Bella Crow running at your top 3. Oh no, Ivy Beersby's had a moment on the final set of corners. And Madison Ambrose there to capitalise and will steal the victory in the 103. Beersby will recover to be second from the also recovering Bella Crow for third. Cooper Sayer, Aubrey McLeod, the smoking Rocker Coil, 65 Kiara Fitzgerald. Further back, 69 Benjamin Oport and 84 of Olivia Higgs will be the way they finish that one. But Ivy Beersby did a great job for the majority of that one, but one mistake has handed the win to the 103 of Madison Ambrose. You can smell that oil burning from the 34 of Rocker Coil in the concluding stages of that one in the charade. I'm going to hazard that was a gearbox or something like that. For the little number 34, Matt Hall, back to entry. Ivy Beersby and Bella Crow. It's also a 1-2-3 for the lady races, all in Hyundai Excels. Great to see. Well, event 17 on your program, the final heat of the night for this field of New Star Junior Sedans is set for a dispatch off turn number 4. A very slow rolling start. Madison Ambrose and Kiara Fitzgerald, your front rows. We go green. Cooper Sayer in car number 95 working his way forward as we've got 8 laps of journey. Ivy Beersby's been brilliant tonight in car number 5. Got messages flooding in on the text line. We'll bring you some of those at the completion of this race. But Madison Ambrose already had a heat win tonight, as has Ivy Beersby sitting back in second. This is the final heat of the night for this field of the New Stars. We've got our rookies coming up in a couple of moments' time. As Bella Crow with a big lunge to the inside on 16. To the inside of Rocker Coil. Benjamin Oport in front of our drivers back there in 4th and 5th place. As Ivy Beersby and Kiara Fitzgerald work their way to the front straight. And we've got one around facing the oncoming traffic. That's car number 34 of Rocker Coil in the charade. And we've got yellow, yellow, yellow. We've got caution on the speedway. We'll pick them up with a single file restart. Now I've got that opportunity. Green flag comes down and we are back underway with this one. Aubrey McLeod, a non-starter in this one, and the number 11 charade. You see a little bit of smoke coming from that car the previous heat race. But our 2 quick drivers in the New Stars tonight sail off down the back straight in Madison Ambrose and Ivy Beersby. Kiara Fitzgerald trying to work into the top 3. As our leaders negotiate the front straight. Benjamin Oport and Kiara Fitzgerald side by side for 3rd and 4th. Cooper Sayer and Bella Crow trying to get amongst it as well. They're all squabbling over those minor positions in the top 3. So exit turn 2 and head down the back straight. But Madison Ambrose, your leader at the moment in the 103 as our New Stars head down the front straight. Ivy Beersby in hot pursuit in the down under graphics, number 5. Bella Crow sitting in 3rd from Kiara Fitzgerald. Cooper Sayer as we got Beersby around in Cardinals Corner facing the oncoming traffic. They'll negotiate the spun car down there in turns 1 and 2 in the reverse direction. Cardinals Corner. Check how many laps are remaining in this one from our officials. We're back underway as they head off into turn number 1. The surprise meat supply, number 16 of Bella Crow. Straight away looking to the inside of the 65 of Kiara Fitzgerald as they exit turn number 2. Head down the back straight. Oh, Fitzgerald nearly found the concrete wall. Cooper Sayer trying to go with the 65 as they enter turn number 3. But it's Ambrose who leads the way. Bella Crow quickly up in a second as Riker Coyle has a moment further back in the field in car number 34. Comes across the front of the 84 of Olivia Higgs, but I think the green lights will stay on as they gather them up. And Madison Ambrose leads the way in car number 103. So head down the front straight. Bella Crow sitting in second from Kiara Fitzgerald. Cooper Sayer back there in fourth in 95. Ivy Beersby on the comeback trail worked her way back into the top five of this one in car 5. As our leader negotiates turn number 4 and also works to the outside of the lap car of Olivia Higgs, comes into the front straight. Car number 103 with 3 laps remaining. Leading from Bella Crow, a locally based driver here in Collie and Hot Pursuit. Cara Fitzgerald in third from Cooper Sayer. And Ivy Beersby at top 5. Now 2 to run for our race leader Madison Ambrose. A win here will give her pole position for the 12-lap final. For our New Star Junior Sedans leading Bella Crow, Kiara Fitzgerald, Cooper Sayer. Ivy Beersby in the Down Under Graphics number 5. But through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. For the second last time, the white flag now coming on display for Madison Ambrose. 1 to run. 16 of Bella Crow in the runner-up position, doing a great job back there in second, and Kiara Fitzgerald as well. Running out your top 3 in the CB Graphics entry. But down the back straight for the final time. Now, leader Madison Ambrose is coming up on some lap traffic, but won't concern her at all and will take the victory. 2 wins from 3 starts in the heat race competition. Bella Crow, a nice job to recover up into second place in car number 16 to be the runner-up. Further back to Kiara Fitzgerald, Cooper Sayer, and Ivy Beersby top 5. After that would have been Benjamin Oport. Then 1 lap down was Riker Coyle in the 34 and the 84 for All Talk Engineering and Baldavis Bulk Haulage of Olivia Higgs as our New Star Junior Sedans. So Ambrose and Beersby lead us to the green flag as they come off turn number 4. Their pair of Hyundai Excels. 12 laps is the journey. This is the KJB New Star Junior Sedan final. We're green. As they head into turn number 1 for the first time, Madison Ambrose leads out of turn number 2 and down the back straight for the first of 12 occasions. Beersby tucks into second, and Cooper Sayers made a nice start from the outside of the second row. Tucks into third early in this one on the edge fiberglass. Car number 95 out of Bustleton. Bella Crow getting amongst it early in the surprise meat supply. Number 16 also supported by Muja Pizza Bar here in Collie. Cara Fitzgerald sits in 5th place. Benjamin Oport back in 6th in car number 69 as we're all green. They go either side of the 67 of Harper Johnson. Don't want to put a scratch on that car. Mum and Dad have done a lot of work getting it to the racetrack. As they head down the front straight and into the back straight now do our leaders go. And it's Madison Ambrose who leads this one. In hot pursuit is the 5 car of Ivy Beersby. Here comes the challenge for the lead on the exit of turn number 4, and Beersby now hits the front. Puts Ambrose back to second, and Bella Crow trying to go with our 2 leaders. So lady races 1 through 3. Cooper Sayer back to 4th these days, holding off the 65 of Kiara Fitzgerald as they head past the KJB sign into turn number 3. And Ivy Beersby leads the way in car number 5 from Madison Ambrose. Bella Crow in 16. 95 is Cooper Sayer. Further back in the edge fiberglass Mirage. And Kiara Fitzgerald, your top 5. But even Sebastian Damazzi in just his first race meeting, getting amongst it, some of the more experienced New Star drivers, which is great to see. But our leaders head down the front straight. And Ivy Beersby leading this one in car number 5 from Augusta Margaret River. Talkware Australia entry from the 103. of Madison Ambrose. Bella Crow running at your top 3 in a locally based car for Tyre Power here in Collie. And Cooper Sayer and Kiara Fitzgerald in 65 is your top 5. So leaders negotiate the lap traffic. Ivy Beersby coming up on the team car of Mannix Wells. Oh no! That nearly ended in disaster. Madison Ambrose got the worst of that, got inconvenienced. And now Bella Crow has hit second place and has designs on the race lead as they enter Cardinals Corner. Beersby the leader from Bella Crow. And Madison Ambrose as they exit turn number 2 and head down the back straight here at the Make Spring History Collie Speedway. Our leaders just work past Riker Coyle into the front straight. And the 16 at Bella Crow to the inside on Olivia Higgs. Ivy Beersby sees that challenge from the 16. It just gets a bit untidy in Cardinals Corner. Madison Ambrose around the outside up into second, puts Crow back to third. Then a long way back to Cooper Sayer in the 95 as our leaders negotiate the front straight. And Ivy Beersby is your leader from Ambrose. And Crow your top 3. Long way back to Cooper Sayer and Kiara Fitzgerald battling for 4th and 5th place as our leaders head down the back straight once again. Does Ambrose and Bella Crow have something up their sleeve for the 5 car of Ivy Beersby? They come out of turn number 4 into the front straight. It's a down under graphics number 5 of Beersby with 2 laps remaining. Madison Ambrose trying to run down the race leader. They exit turn number 2 for the second last occasion. Past the Collie Machine Shop sign into the back straight. It's Beersby from Ambrose and Crow into turn number 3. And the 5 car exits turn number 4. Gets the white flag, 1 to run. That gap is closing. Here comes Madison Ambrose. This might be the race-winning move to the inside. Oh, boy. Heavy contact in turn number 1. The 103 hits the lead. They exit turn number 2 for the final time. Beersby fighting back into turn number 3. Beersby to the outside. Ambrose tries to shut the door. Bella Crow trying to make it 3 wide, coming into the front straight. Photo finish. And the 103 will barely hold on from Ivy Beersby and the 16 of Bella Crow. And a blanket finish for the top 3. Further back was Cooper Sayer in the 95 and Kiara Fitzgerald in 65. Hold all tickets on that one. We'll give you the official result in a couple of moments' time as Beersby spun after the race down there in turn number 3 by the looks of things. But the race is finished. The race is run and won. Stand by for the word on that one for who will be the winner. Is the Collie Tyre Power Ute just going over to push the IVEX Industries number 5 of Ivy Beersby back into life.
New Star Junior Sedans 3rd place in their club championship, Bella Crow. I did ask before, I rang Kyle and asked him if he could be, and I can't use the words he told me, but it's the same as being very tired. So we don't have a KJB representative. They've had a big weekend, but they're the KJB supporter for our new stars and top stars. There you go, Bella.
I'd just like to thank Collie Speedway for the work they do. All my sponsors, Dad, Rob, everyone at home, and to all the other races.
Second place, I would think probably one of the young ladies that I think has improved the most in the previous 12 months that I've seen of Speedway racing, and it's a tribute to the family and the sport that she plays. Ivy Beersby.
I'd like to thank the track, the volunteers, my uncles, especially my Uncle Jack, for taking my brother here, especially for me crashing into him. Talk with the Bosley family, a huge thanks to them because without them we would be nothing. And Mum and Hayden for doing everything on the car and even just the pep talks. Thank you.
I think we all need one of them pep talks every now and then. First place in the New Star Junior Sedan Club Championship, Madison Ambrose.
I'd just like to thank Mum, Dad, everyone that helps out, all my sponsors, the volunteers, and yeah, thank you.
Let's fix that up. Get some photos here. All right, thank you. Photos?
Well done.